Yeah, what's up everyone and welcome to the SNES Geek. So this video will not be a game review, it will instead be an overview of some of the things which changed from the original Tomb Raider idea to what eventually ended up being the final game, that one being the 1996 one. I have done a video like this a couple of years ago. I wasn't really that proud with it. There was a few things which I should have really brought up more. So this is going to be a remake or an extension depending on your preference. Don't worry, there will be another review coming up next month. This was more or less just be a different video on this channel, and we'll see if I do more, who knows. But let's begin with the main topic of the video, the beta of Tomb Raider 1996.
So this one has a different font. It's used from the early stages of 1995 when the game had its first test run, and as seen here, it looks more childish, but in my opinion a whole lot memorable. There are also some teaser trailers here and there, showing more of the original logo with it being animated, showing it was a placeholder for quite a while. Here's some of the artwork from the older days. So here we got one of my favorite aspects of the beta, how different characters were compared to what we've got. I'm talking of course about how Lara used to be named Lara Cruz, because it apparently sounded more American. However, since the programmers were British, they went with more British name. After finding it in a phone book, the name became Croft. At some point Lara's backstory was completely changed, and so was the looks of the character. Lara was hired by Arthur Hamilton Graves to find the pieces of the skin of Mu, with help of his diary, which does appear in the game, well, in name. Something repeated from this point onwards. More about him, as his diary did appear in the preview build of the game where his diary was, which would change to a compass in the actual game. Let's not focus on Lara for a bit, but on Arthur. We have come to the stage of development where the artwork of characters were made, like shown right here. While some see it as young Candy Valley, I see it as early CGI from the PlayStation. Of course, it looks strange, what do you expect? In the 1.8 build, his role was changed again to only a cameo, as she reads his diary seen in the cutscene where Lara has headed to Natalie's office, reading a diary. She did carry his name, but was removed once again before the actual game came out. Him now being named Hamilton William Graves, and his journal is dated back to 1923, meaning he had most likely died at this point. The diary details different locations not explored in the actual game. Let's focus on them a bit later. So let's begin at this teaser trailer. It shows really nothing of substance, just the camera panning away from Lara to a different room, showing the original logo once again. If this room appears in-game, we don't know, but probably not. Also showing up is the release point when it was originally going to be released, that being early 1996, but it was pushed back for later. The next cutscene shows an artifact, which I assume is the Scion. But it's time to talk one of the biggest mysteries of this entire beta, this cutscene. It shows Lara finding some sort of object and putting it together to reveal something not explained in the slightest, just a blob shaped in a strange way. It could be one of the cutscenes for the scrapped original story, who knows. It shows Lara seeing something within it and heads out to adventure. The biggest change is shown here as she is on a boat at the docks, which none of these appears in the game at all. The only ship Lara is at is Natla's ship later on in the actual game. Lara grabs a journal and she is on her merry way to adventure. Now it's time to talk about the complete original story as seen in this early manual, which was never shipped anywhere, so it's clear it was scrapped rather early. Lara Cruz is a modern-day adventurer and a pursuer of rare artifacts, which she released from Johnny Forager, with the gay abandon of a 5-year-old stealing Mars bars from the local corner shop. She then sells the heritage of these countries for profit and provokes xenophobic pleasure. The game simply starts with Lara arriving at the entrance of a lost Incan city, with no more grand idea in mind than a little thievery. But when she discovers the diary of an expired 19th century adventurer, it leads her on a quest to recover the rest of the pieces of an object simply known as the key. Unbeknownst to Lara, she's being watched by a group of people called the Antlans, the last reminder of a civilization which was destroyed 100,000 years ago. When she recovers the last piece, the Atlantans attempt to stop her from using it, since they have evil plans of their own. Vanquishing the Atlans, she sets off to the Master Pyramid. The pyramid also acts as a prison to an ancient being known as Sama Kumara. It was he who destroyed the ancient civilizations. The twist is that when she attempts to activate the pyramid, she actually switches it off and releases the demon. At this point, she has to reactivate the pyramid to win the game and restore the world.
What's up guys, and welcome what is meant to be the end card of this video. I really appreciate you guys watching this, and I appreciate you watching my other videos. Right now on the screen you will see links to some other videos on this very channel, and I hope you enjoyed this one and the others. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching. Farewell for now.